Isaiah 52. But you will not leave in haste or go in flight, for the Lord will go before you. The God of Israel will be your rear guard. If God is with us, then life is not just ordinary.
The history of the school is really amazing. Missionaries came out from the US to spread the gospel to the people of Africa. They set up a theological college at Adams Mission, which is just south of Durban. And after some time, the women were saying, well, that's for the men, what about us? Inanda Seminary was started initially to produce good wives for the men of the theological college. Fortunately, they were never limited by that.
Christianity is everywhere. It's in everything that happens at Inanda.
No matter how maybe busy you're feeling or stressed out, I think we all go up the hill to the chapel and we start in the same place, and it just renews our souls, it renews our minds, and we're ready to tackle the new day, and it sort of gives us strength. And I think that it's important for the girls that they have something like that to rely on and to help them through. Their journeys are not easy, but I think it's a good thing for them and for the teachers.
You come into the chapel and refocus and make it not about me anymore. Make it about something beyond yourself. And that's really what, in many ways, we think it means to be Christian in this place, is not just to focus on who I am, but how am I going to give my gifts and talents to the world? How am I going to give myself into a country that really needs my gifts and skills?
I came here in 1968 and I matriculated in 1972. I think in a sense we were sheltered from what was happening in South Africa, which might have been one of the reasons our parents brought us here. So to be in an environment like Inanda Seminary where you're taught to value yourself, that your thoughts matter, that your opinions matter, that despite what is happening in South Africa and all the ugliness about you being an African and of a lower breed, Inanda Seminary was basically affirming you in the sense that it was saying you are nothing like what the outside world describes you. You have your own thoughts, you have your own opinions, and we're willing to listen to your opinions.
Now, because of globalization, I'm part of a global community. So as much as we as Africans should embrace our cultures, we should be able to interact with other people. We can't exactly be an island and isolate ourselves.
What we can do for ourselves as Africans is that we should invest in education and stop blaming apartheid for not having jobs and stuff like that.
I really believe that education needs to be of the whole child. It needs to be holistic. It cannot only be academic, mental, with a set of results at the end of it. We also put a strong emphasis on physical development. At our school, sport is compulsory, 2 afternoons a week. And then we've got the social aspect. Because it's a full boarding school, everybody remains on campus. They have to learn to integrate and get on with each other. They've got to work it all out for themselves. And I think that the maturity and development that comes through that is irreplaceable.
We call every student a member because they are members of the family.
It means family. It means knowing how to be communion with each other. It means being sister and being a person who can communicate with other people and who's one with the girls.
Good morning, grade 8.
Good morning, Mom.
Please sit down.
I came to Inanda Seminary through a scholarship awarded by the Independent Schools Association of South Africa.
2 minutes. If you need my help, put up your hand and I'll come to you.
So I'll say 20 plus 2 is equals to 32.
Inanda is different because here people care about their education. In the school that I was in, we did care, but it wasn't like as it is here.
Yes. If the circuit is opened, is the current flowing or
No,
not
flowing.
Where are the electrons in it?
It's on the orbital. It's on the orbital.
The girls are really self-disciplined, they really work hard, they really are determined to achieve. There's just sort of an air of striving in the school. So we're going to burn magnesium with oxygen to get magnesium oxide. I'll try to challenge my students to think more out of the box, to question things, to not just learn like a parrot and to get good marks because they learned their theory very well, but to really have a good understanding and a good foundation about what they are learning so that they can apply it when they leave this place.
We've got a crisis in South Africa today in teacher development, and so we began an internship program where we develop and create teachers. We offered it first of all to our grade 12 school leavers. They register with UNISA and the school pays for that registration completely, and in exchange they work in the school alongside teachers who have been guided as to have a teacher assistant in the classroom.
The teachers are interested in our progress. If a teacher sees that you're slacking off in your work, they then say, hey, what's going on? And they want to find out what's wrong, how can they help?
Being a student at Inanda, it means being a woman of strength and a woman of courage, and a woman who's not afraid to do anything. A woman who's able to face challenges no matter what way they come.
Our vision has always been that our members would leave this place and plough back into South Africa. And we've had very prominent members of our school very high up in government, through to top business and corporate positions. We've never wanted to be preparing people for export. We have wanted to be preparing people to go back and enrich our communities.
Although when you drive into our campus, people say, oh, it's really beautiful, it's like an island. You wouldn't have imagined this place exists in this township. But I think it's important that we have links to our community because we are part of the community.
Through life orientation class, through counseling, through the chapel services, we hope that the girls will have some sort of tools to deal with life so that they can overcome whatever is before them. Really, I think it's about assisting students in their spiritual growth and in journeys, answering difficult questions, letting them ask questions, which teenagers always have lots of questions about faith and theology. And it's a safe place to be able to ask those questions just as they develop as young adults and into adulthood, they're also developing spiritually as well.
My spiritual journey got off on a very rocky start. At home, I used to be busy. My parents are politicians, so no one went to church. As time went by, I started loving going to chapel, and then I bought my Bible from home, I bought my church songs from home, and then on Fridays I started singing and praying on my own. And so I really grew in knowing God.
Shine where you are. That's the school motto.
Inanda really believes in unlocking those gifts that each person has. We believe that the tools that they have and the way they've been equipped will have an impact on the people that are around them as well.
No matter where you are, even in the deepest or the darkest of places, you actually manage to shine, no matter what situations you're actually facing. But you're able to stand and be firm and shine.
I think the most important really to know is what this school has done for society at large. Because, very often people talk the rhetoric about, you educate a woman and you educate a nation. But unless you've been able to follow where Inanda girls have gone to as they left and what impact they're having on society and the world, you don't even understand that saying.
Inanda will shine today. Inanda will shine. Inanda will shine today. Inanda will shine. Inanda will shine today. Inanda will shine. When the sun comes up, when the moon goes down, Inanda will shine.
I don't think there's any other school in South Africa, in the world, like Inanda. From the time that I came here, there's actually so much that has happened in my life. And there's been so much development. And I actually think I can face all the challenges of the world because of actually being in here. So I'm a future leader. I'm a black woman who's going to be a top corporate leader.
Inanda will shine today. Inanda will shine. Inanda will shine today. Inanda will shine. When the sun comes up, when the moon goes down, Inanda